Hey guys, it's Jackson. This is going to be a little bit of a different video for me because I'm not really used to just talking straight to the camera, but I had a couple thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully this resonates with you guys. I have been on the internet for a long time. I've been making videos since I was 11 years old, being on a YouTube channel called React, which you guys may know me from, and I just kind of had some thoughts about content creation as a whole. I love content creation. It's a big hobby of mine. I love making videos. But I realized I'm not really doing it for me. I'm doing it more for an audience at this point. And I kind of want to return to what makes me happy. This all came to a head when I was at Anime Expo this last weekend, and I started doing man on the street interviews and just talking to random people. And I realized I was very stiff. I don't really know how to come up with jokes on the spot. I don't really know how to be comfortable in front of not really a scripted video, but just a video that I'm not used to making. Yes, that comes with practice and it comes with skill, but that's just not who I am sometimes. Growing up, I loved attention. I still do, obviously, but I didn't really have very many friends growing up, and I would do anything for attention. For example, I remember in middle school, I purposefully fell out of my chair just so people would have some eyes on me in one way or another. I didn't really care if it was in disgust or if it was laughter. I just wanted eyes on me in some way or another. Maybe that's some random trauma shit from my past that I have to work on. But I just love performing. I love being in front of a camera. I love talking about my feelings. That's part of why I love React so much, and I still film with them, is because I get to be my genuine self and have fun while doing it. But I realized that I wasn't really making content for me. I was actively thinking about what an audience might think is funny, what other people might think is funny, instead of making things that I genuinely was happy to make. Yes, I still loved making those videos, but I realized it's not necessarily me sometimes. Nowadays, what I do is I live stream and I focus on voice acting. And I want to put out more videos, but I never really know what to make. Then I realized I can make videos that I'm passionate about and things that I love to do. Some ideas for the future that I have are making videos where I make a microphone, or I build a setup for my amp, for my guitar, or even just making another coffee shop. I made a video where I turned my house into a coffee shop, and it was one of the best videos I ever made. I spent a month editing it from start to finish, and I was so proud of the result. How much time and research that I did into each component of it, trying to make it as good as possible. I absolutely loved it. Yes, it was a lot of work, but for me, it paid off. Am I sad that it didn't perform very well? Of course. And that's the problem with content creation, is that your feelings get tied to views so quick. For those of you guys who don't know anything about content creation, when you post a video, YouTube ranks your top 10 videos based off of views. The last video I made is 5 out of 10 out of the 10 videos in terms of views, engagement rate, all this kind of stuff. Tying your worth to numbers on a screen kind of gets you down. That's the problem with content creation, is that you're always tied to numbers one way or another. And I don't want to live like that. That's not a fun way to tie your worth to, especially when you know that you're actively improving, or trying to improve for that matter. I always had this thought growing up that no one's going to want to watch my content if it looks jank or if it doesn't look right. But other content creators started off with nothing and then they grew from there. Like, for example, the streamer and content creator iShowSpeed. He started off in his bedroom with a really crappy camera and just did it because he loved to do it. And then so on and so forth. Now he's like the ambassador of China or something, which is insane to think about. I don't even know what his deal is at this point, but he's off doing such amazing things. It even gets me thinking about this one streamer, Maya Higa, for example. She's a streamer and she's made content before, but her passion is animals and having an animal sanctuary and caring for critters all over the world. Even though she's a streamer, she still has her main passions. Streaming is still a hobby, it is a career, but her main passion is caring for animals, and people love to see that. So that's the kind of stuff that I want to do, where I just make stuff, and I put it out there, and we'll see where it goes. Sometimes I just don't have anything funny to say, and that's okay sometimes. I need to realize that not everything has to be funny to be interesting. Take the YouTuber Mark Rober, for example. I thought videos had to be super well edited and super well made for people to want to watch them. And to an extent, yeah, they have to be compelling enough for people to watch, but they don't have to be perfect. And I always strive for perfect, which is such a problem with me. Sometimes it's hard to be comfortable in your own skin and doing what makes you happy. Some of my goals for content creation, as shallow and parasocial as it sounds, is to be friends with such amazing and creative people, being friends with the streamer community. But if the videos I want to make don't really correspond with that, I was always thinking, how am I going to reach that goal? Until I realized that I can just make stuff for me. Finally, just be comfortable and work on the passions that I want to do. If I develop an audience through that, people will maybe want to see it. I still plan on posting the video of me at Anime Expo because it was still a fun time. But I think for the future, I need to start thinking about what makes me happy, and hopefully you guys resonate with that. That's not to say that I probably won't return to my roots and just be stupid and obnoxious on stream or other videos like that. That's still what I love to do. But the more genuine I am with myself and the less I start to care, the more I'll probably thrive. It's more of a change for me, and hopefully that just shows in the videos that I make in the future. The friends that I tend to hang around, they encourage me to do my best in everything that I do. It's such an amazing thought that I have such a good support system behind me that they don't care. They'll support it. And I forget that the audience is kind of like that too sometimes. I get too caught up on what the algorithm wants to see or what I think that YouTube will push out. And that's not a way to live. That's not how I'm going to be happy. As much as I am making this video for me and to just kind of get my feelings out there, I'm making it for those people out there that struggle with content creation as well, where you should just make the things that you want to make, and who cares if an audience will watch you? And if it reaches the right audience, those are your people. Those are the people that you want to be around because they care for you, and they don't care whether or not you fail or mess up because you can always try again and they'll be there regardless. These thoughts have been on my mind for a while now, and it's kind of like a mid-content crisis. That fucking sucked. Oh my God, that was such a, yikes. I don't necessarily know what to call it, but it's just a crisis that either people in their early 20s have with their careers, or people in content creation in general, where they just don't know where to launch off from. And they get stuck on the little things as opposed to just enjoying the process. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. And final thoughts, I'm just going to make what I want to make and stop thinking about the future. I'm going to focus on the now and focus on what makes me happy. And hopefully you guys notice a difference. I just need to realize that sometimes jokes don't land or things don't work out as they seem, but who cares? There's always going to be another video, and there's always going to be another time to try again. Honestly, I'm just going to quickly edit this and immediately post it online and just see how it goes. Hopefully you guys resonate with this, and hopefully you guys understand. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to check out my other socials, I stream on Twitch as often as I can, and you guys can follow me in the links in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are around for what I make next. You guys mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Goodbye, guys.